Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me here at Major Arcanum. I've already pre-shuffled these cards so we can get started right away. This will be a general reading for the collective, all zodiac signs. I'm pulling 10 cards on the spread so we can talk about what's going on. We have the Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Empress, Six of Wands, Queen of Swords, Tower, the Lovers, and Queen of Wands. Okay. Well then, let's call out the signs just for funsies. With the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, we have Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Emphasis on Libra with this Two of Swords and Empress card. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the Knight of Pentacles. Emphasis on Virgo with the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands, Leo energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the Queen of Wands. Gemini energy with the Lovers, and Aries with this Tower card. So let's get started. The current energy, the Two of Swords. I swear I'm seeing this Two of Swords over and over again. Not just this deck, but like every deck. So I feel like it's decision time or crunch time, that as you get more information, or just, I feel like it's exhausted with the situation. I feel like in your mind, you've already made your decision. Now you're just looking for like confirmation bias. Like, okay, well, for example, if you're thinking about ending a relationship, it's like you're looking for confirmation that that's the right thing to do, right? So it could be like, well, I think this relationship has run its course. This really isn't benefiting either of us. We're not really seeing eye to eye. We're headed into different directions. So it's like you're looking for confirmation that it's the right thing to do to leave the relationship behind. Maybe you're looking for cues that they feel the same way. Maybe things that they've said, or maybe you're looking for other signs. Oh, well, on social media, they posted this must mean that they feel the same way. It's like you're looking for signs to confirm the idea that you already have, that already exists in your mind. So then we have this Knight of Pentacles that's crossing you. This is the challenge. And I feel like the challenge is that you've already spent a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of energy into this thing. And I mean, let's use the relationship as this ongoing scenario. You've already invested a lot into this, and so it's like, do I give it all up or do I keep trying? I don't know what to do. So I feel like that's what the challenge is. Like, that things really aren't gelling between the two of you, but you've invested so much that maybe you're reconsidering, like, well, if we do end these things, now we got to split our resources. Now I got to find my own apartment. Now I got to pay all these bills by myself. We're no more division of we have to divide our assets or whatever, right? Things are going to be a little bit difficult financially. Somebody's going to have to take on the insurance or whatever, but you have all these like things involved, that if sometimes that saying is cheaper to keep her. I feel like that applies to this situation. You're thinking about that kind of stuff. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in the grounding position, and this is like knowing that you have to work harder, because if this really doesn't work out and you're going to be on your own, you're going to have to start fending for yourself, right? So that's kind of why working hard is in the grounding position. You got to work hard because you're thinking about, maybe this isn't going to work out. Maybe we can't make it last, right? So if not, I got a plan. I need plan B to work out, and I'm going to work hard to achieve that as my backup, right? Then we have the Empress card in the recent past. And the Empress card is a card about, it's Venus energy, right? So it's about things that you value, things that are important to you. And I feel like in the beginning, it was the relationship. It was this connection. That was like above all else, this was focus and priority number one. But you know, as time goes on, priorities shift and things change. Maybe the relationship feels more like a roommate situation rather than like a romantic situation. It's because the focuses have changed. Lack of focus on the connection because maybe each of you are focused on work, right? Building your wealth. Just too busy, not really finding time to connect intimately. And so, you know, there's all these things that kind of get in the way. So it's remembering what is important to you, and then how can you make that thrive. The Ace of Swords, if you want this connection to work, you know what it's going to take. It's going to take communication between the two of you to get realigned, to get back on the same page and figure out how we can get back on track, right? So it's not like this is the end all be all. It's just like this is the choice that we have, right? The difficult choice. Are we going to stay together, or are we going to part ways? And if we choose, right, because that's a decision here, if we choose to stay together, how are we going to make it work? How are we going to make the relationship a priority, right? So I feel like conversation is going to be necessary in order for this to be successful. Six of Wands, victory. Whatever the choice is that you make, it is going to be a victorious one for you, because we say the Six of Wands, it's like a choice. You've made the choice. It's the right one for you, right? You can't make your choice based on what's good for them, what's good for your family, what's good for optics, right? Don't make those decisions. Base the decision on what's good for you, and you'll always win. That's the Six of Wands energy. Okay. I feel like with this Queen of Swords, I feel like you're hot right now. Like, not hot. I mean, you could be hot, but what I mean is like heated. You're in a heated state of mind. You feel like things are unfair. You feel like you're doing all the work and you're ready to like cut things out. But it could be that conversation, after the conversations are had, you start to develop, you know, softer feelings of warmth, right? The cool colors on this card is like this queen who has a sword up is like on guard. It could be angry, could be ready to cut things off, but after the conversation, it could be that you start to warm up. You know, this Queen of Swords has the reputation of being, you know, cold and aloof and nonchalant, but that's just the exterior. On the inside, this person's very warm and feeling and touching and caring, and you know, I feel like this affects you deeply. So I feel like after the conversation, you might start to warm up, because they agree with you, right? Yes, we have become disconnected. Yes, I do think that if we're going to stay together, we both need to make honest efforts to make this work, right? So I think you start to warm up after this conversation. You know, I feel like there's no hard feelings between the two of you. Now we do have the Tower card, and this is in the external influences. What I feel like this card represents is there are outside or external factors that continue to get in the way between the two of you. Now maybe it's work, right? Now you two agree like, okay, well, we do need to maybe schedule a date night or whatever. And then work gets in the way, and you're like, you know what? We both agreed that we were gonna whatever and prioritize the relationship, and there you go, letting work get in the way again, right? So I feel like there's something sudden that occurs that sets you back off again. You were in a good space, then this happened, now you're mad. they're in the doghouse, right? But in the hopes and fears, I think that ultimately you think that maybe there is a chance. It was this conversation. You thought things are over. We're done. It's over. We should go our separate ways. Then you have the conversation. Now you're like, I don't know, maybe we could. But then this occurs. This gets in the way. Now you're mad again. But the hopes and fears, the Lover's card to me signals that you kind of do want things to work. You don't want to start all over. You don't want to enter the dating scene again. So I feel like this is your the hopes and fears with the Lover's cards. Like, you just want somebody who's going to work as hard as you, who's going to focus on the connection like you, who's going to contribute as much as you, right? So I feel like that's kind of the desire here. And we have the Queen of Wands here, and this is somebody who's looking at the big picture. Like, okay, fine. You had that work thing that got in the way. We're not going to stop there. Reschedule, right? So you're looking at the big picture. I understand work gets in the way, but you better structure some time in quickly to make up for this, right? To make up for this mess or for this loss or for this inaction. So it's like you setting your boundaries or setting your expectations, like, no, we're not going to let that slide anymore. We've done that, didn't work out for us. We're on the verge of separating. So no, even though this got in the way, I understand that happens. Restructure me into your schedule so that we can make this work. Make the relationship a priority. That's you setting your expectations in the relationship, and I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Yeah, I think you can make it work, but you have to be more firm in what your expectations are. Ooh, okay. We're pulling 3 cards, and look, these already fell out, so we're taking them. First one, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. That could be new, or it could be that they're acting new, or behaving in a new way. We also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And the last one, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's free for you, but means so much to me. And if you need a personal reading in between these sessions, use my email in the description box below. We'll set that up. I'll get that for you. And until next time, we'll talk soon. Bye.